Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, so I wanted to talk on this situation with Mandy Rose and more so defend her because, man, that's messed up to, get fired over whatever you got going on at home. Like, the thing is this. There's a lot of things I have to say, that comes to her defense, and I will be doing a video on this because I don't know exactly when this podcast episode is going to come out on YouTube, so I'm like, you know what, no, just going to go ahead, do a video on the sports channel, talk on it, shorten it up a little bit, but anyways, so here's the thing, for those that don't fully understand the situation, so Mandy Rose, WWE wrestler. And by the way, just to, I guess, like anybody that doesn't really know WWE is a wrestling industry, or company more so, but a wrestling company where pretty much a lot of their sponsors is catered to kids. Like last month, they have like this, awareness for like, ill kids and stuff. And, it's like, in the majority of well, not the majority, but a good percentage of the audience is kids. So I guess how they're viewing it, because I know like when I was a kid and I was looking up wrestlers and all that stuff, yeah, I did come across some things like, but that's the consequences of being a kid and you're searching on, the internet for stuff. Yeah, if you look up freaking, let me think of a wrestler. What was it, like Maria? I think that was her, like Canellis, or I don't know. I think that's her last name. But anyways, Maria, I think that was her, like her state. It was just like her first name and all that stuff. But anyways, so if you look her name up, right? You look her name up, yeah, you're gonna be searching around. You're gonna be, looking at everything, every link possible and stuff, because you're a kid. You're exploring. That's what kids do. Eventually, you're gonna come across when she did Playboy. And then you're gonna be like, "Whoa, wait a minute! What am I looking at right now? Like, what is this? Like, she don't do this in wrestling. What is this? Like, they don't do this." And the thing is this: it's like you have to understand that that's what these guys are doing on like their personal lives. Like they're living a life as a normal human being. They can't just be robotic to being like, oh, I gotta, live by the WWE code. I can't, have no life of my own. I just gotta be a wrestler 24/7. Like, I feel like, in my opinion, that, even though WWE is still like, it's underneath, I would have to say like, it's underneath the much more better environment prior to how it was like 2 years ago. But at the same time, like, it's kind of hypocritical how wrestlers, like, female wrestlers back in the day, like, they can pose for Playboy. They could do all these different wild videos and still have a name and maintain their success when it comes to wrestling. But you mean to tell me because she wants to, I guess, yeah, post some private images and videos of herself, like, it's a problem? That's why I'm like, the thing is, because I know people would probably ask me, like, well, what would you do if I had ran a company and I had an employee, like, posting, and there's, like, a lot of kids? See, here's the thing, what a lot of people fail to understand is that it's not her fault that she wants to have her own personal life. It's the parents where you ain't got no, like, awareness of what your kid is searching up. Yeah, if they come across Mandy Rose being Mandy Rose, then it's like, fam, that's on you. You gotta be more careful on what your kids is looking up. But that should have nothing to do with Mandy Rose, because if it ain't gonna be her, it's gonna be somebody else. You know, like, I think where it's like they think that wrestling is supposed to be like this safe haven for like people and things, and it's like it's not. There's a lot of wrestlers like left and right where it's like, yeah, you know, they've done some things, they've posted some things, whether it's they posted it themselves or it got leaked out. But I'm like, yeah, that's another thing where it's like people were bringing up, like, you know, when celebrities get leaked, and I guess like the difference between that is that, you know, they was unaware of their stuff getting leaked until, yeah, it got leaked out. But it was like they didn't get no punishment over it, rightfully so, because it's like, you know, it wasn't like I posted that stuff on purpose. But at the same time, though, even if it was posted on purpose, like, so here's the thing, because I guess, you know, they're more so looking at it as like it's, you know, sexual content. You're not allowed to post sexual content, not while you're underneath contract for us and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, fam, do you honestly, okay, when we're talking about either, I guess, like, you know, an elementary kid, maybe not, they're not going to be doing too much exploring and all that stuff. Who else? If you look, my thing is this, unless you got when these, you know, these female wrestlers, unless you have them dressing up like how they dress up when they go overseas, so like where's that place that they go to in the Middle East, I think, and is it Saudi Arabia? I think it might be Saudi Arabia, and they have to, like, they can't show no skin whatsoever. It's like, bruh, if you have it where these wrestlers, then when they come back to the States and they showing off, like, then, like, they're not, you know, I guess putting it out there in the middle of the ring, but when they be wearing some, like, very, very revealing clothes, I mean, what do you expect? Like, if you look at some of the outfits that the female wrestlers wore, and it's not even, I'm not saying that it's an issue that they're wearing these outfits. They're allowed to wear whatever they want to wear. I ain't got no say so in it. WWE should have no say so in it. Whatever they want to wear, okay, cool. That's fashion. That's you know what fashion is. It's like you're gonna wear some crazy, wild, and outlandish clothes. I mean, look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins be dressing like a DC villain at times, but here's the thing, though, you know, I guess like with female fashion, it's a, you know, I guess like it's different because, you know, they look at like, yeah, the, you know, female body is all like, oh no, it's like you gotta cover up, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Versus like when a man, like, yeah, a man could come out there with no shirt, no service and stuff. But yeah, with a woman, it's like, I guess it's just different. It's weird how it's like that. But at the same time, I guess I understand it because, you know, it's like, but it's, I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I think that the parents, you know, should be maintaining what their kids get into. So, like, yeah, when you're a child, yeah, obviously you ain't gonna be thinking of that type of stuff. You're gonna be just wanting to watch wrestling. But as you get older, like when you hit your teenage years, that's where I feel like it's gonna, you know, you're gonna really be doing some exploring around and come across some things. So I guess, like, yeah, more so for them, it's like, but at the same time, it's like, fam, I would, you know what? Because it's something where it's like I don't, I guess, fully understand it, and it will have to be something where WWE has to explain it, because it's like, well, at some point in time, you know, whoever you're trying to hide Mandy Rose's personal life from, it's like, if, like I said, if it ain't her, it's gonna be somebody else. So my thing is this, and I'm not saying where it's like, well, you guys gotta like beat people to the punch. And they're like, no, let's reveal these. It's not like you guys, I don't know, maybe it might be on some stuff where they're all like, well, we ain't making no money from it. But that's the thing where it's all like, why is her personal life so important? I guess is, you know, one of the questions that should be asked is like, why is her personal life? Because I guess, like, you know, like the majority of the audience is going to be watching her when she's on TV and stuff. They're not going to more so be focused. I guess, like, I don't know, there may be some focused on her personal life, I guess, if they're a really big fan of her and stuff. But that's the thing. If they want to look at that type of stuff, then, yeah, let them look at it. I don't think it should be an issue if they're looking at it, because it's like, what, the majority? So, and yeah, it's like, I think, you know, when you click on Mandy Rose on Twitter, you're going to see some things. But, no, I kind of, you know, I did some investigating. I looked around and I went on her profile and I seen for one, I'm like, I think the real issue is how much she's charging to go on to her little private website stuff. $40? $40. I'm like, bruh, I'm saying, like, I want full blown. I'd get to watch wrestling for free. I'm like, I'm saying, like, Mandy Rose, you a goat and all, but you ain't that much of a goat. If we're gonna really be talking on some stuff, but yeah, but at the same time, though, it's like if people have the money and they want to pay for it and they want to see it and stuff, then hey, that's on them. But it's like, obviously, a kid ain't gonna be, well, I don't know. I mean, you be hearing those stories where like kids be taking their parents, credit cards and stuff and be getting like Fortnite battle passes and all that crap. So I don't know, but I think, yeah, like once again, I just think that it falls right back to where I was originally saying, where it's like parents need to have more control over what their kids is looking at on the internet and stuff. And it's because then that's the thing where it's like they know that a lot of different kids out there, because most likely a lot of the workers that work for WWE, where they got kids with phones and tablets and computers and all that stuff, and then they're watching wrestling, and then they see Mandy Rose, but it's like, I feel like that giving it attention is just only making it worse. Now you really done gave this girl some business and stuff with her, personal website thing, because my thing is this, firing her, all wrong. It's like that, in my opinion, that was wrong, because I'm like, how many wrestlers have stepped foot into WWE and have and that's like not even trying to like really call nobody out or disrespect anybody or say anything bad about anybody, but it's like you have allowed wrestlers that have done, you mean to tell me, okay, Hulk Hogan can say some racist stuff and he can come back and host the biggest wrestling event of all time, but Mandy Rose is just trying to have a little side business and she gets fired? Bruh, no, here's what I personally think. Here's what I think the future is going to hold for WWE and all that. There's going to be, a lot of fans, I guess. There's going to probably be some fans that don't really mess with Mandy Rose, WWE fans that don't really mess with Mandy Rose, where they're going to come out, see this, and be all like, no, rehire Mandy Rose. That's not right. Not a fan of her, but that's not right. All right. And then you're going to have like the Mandy Rose stands where they don't know. They're going to be like, they're going to have signs. They're going to be posting tweets, videos, what else? Everything possible until Mandy Rose is back in WWE. And that's something that kind of worried me a little bit with, this whole situation with Mandy Rose, is that people was all like, this is a modern day, China situation, for those that know of her and stuff. But I'm saying, like, I really would be so devastated, because I'm like, China was such a big part of WWE and just overall female wrestling. I had to say, like, that's probably why, if you look at any, and I'm not saying that, China, well, maybe China was, I don't know, but, because I didn't really watch wrestling back then like that, but I feel like that like, just that, not, well, how can I place it? Just overall, like, that figure of being, this big buff woman, where it's like, sorry for my poor choice of words, if those are poor choice of words, but no, like, when you look at China, she was like the definition of what a female wrestler should have like been and stuff. Not saying like any of like the, the bikini diva, the typical female wrestler, but no, like, in my opinion, if it came down to it, where it's like, if we have a whole female wrestling industry of a bunch of Chinas, or a bunch of, it's like, like, hold on, let me time out real quick before I mess around and say something that I end up forgetting. But if you, it's because I feel like I'm going to say a wrestler's name, and then next thing you know, my podcast gets all famous, and then they're all like, years down the road, they're like, oh, watch TMossBoss, or listen to TMossBoss call out this wrestler saying that she wasn't a good, wrestler, or she wasn't on that China. And I'm like, bro, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, if you guys just overall heard the whole episode, I was trying to defend Mandy Rose. So, but I don't know, like, I guess, if you look at like that female wrestler, where it's like they just only hired them for their looks, because I ain't gonna lie, like, no, there's there were most likely wrestlers that were getting hired on for their looks. Now, if Mandy Rose was in that conversation, then so be it. But I guarantee and I promise you, there was female wrestlers that got hired on and they barely had any experience. They probably was all like, hey, just do the basics and live with that. All right. So, but yeah, like I just, I'd seen that whole, like, I paid attention to China all the way up until her passing. And I was like, man, for her to like, then like after she passed, then that's when she gets her flowers. I'm like, nah, man, she should have got her flowers long before she had passed. So that's why I think like if Mandy Rose's life is heading down that direction, WWE better rehire her and you better give that girl her proper flowers, not have it where it's like she's killing it and then just out of nowhere she loses the championship one night and then she's fired the next day. No. I was like, that girl better get her flowers while she is here and alive and well. All right, so but anyways, I don't think Mandy Rose has tweeted anything since all this stuff has came out. Check her Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. So she posted 3 days ago on Instagram. That was the last thing that she posted. Instagram stories, like, so 8 hours ago. So pretty much like before all this stuff had happened. Let's check these other two Instagram accounts that she got linked underneath. So what is this? What is it, like some spray, like look like some lotions or something? So she posted about that a day ago. Then she got like this donut company with Sonia Deville, and that was posted 19 hours ago. And then she posted 7 hours ago on her Twitter account, and posted on her YouTube channel 2 years ago. But yeah, anyways, I mean, hopefully things get cleared up and, it's just things overall get better. Because I'm like, no, I think she should be allowed, pretty much what I was overall saying, moral of this whole podcast episode, I think she should be allowed to post whatever she wants to post. As long as she's not promoting it in WWE hours, okay. But outside her personal life, I think she should be allowed to post whatever she wants to post. Now, I guess because I don't know, like I know some of it was explicit, okay, it was definitely not suitable for work, but I don't know, I guess if it really pushes the boundaries, like she's posting like some explicit videos that you find on other websites, yeah, I think maybe if it gets to that point, then maybe talk to her about it. Cause yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we all know, of course, like in that industry, you can't really, mix that in with any other industries and stuff. So it's one of those things where it's like, and it should be up to her, like, decision where it's like, okay, do you want to continue being a wrestler or do you want to do this personal stuff on the side? If she wants to do both, then it's like she should be allowed to do both. But if she wants to do one, focus on one. If you want to do the other, focus on the other. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.